Hello and welcome. This is Robert Blackman, and welcome to my $1 Million Network Marketing Recruiting System workshop that I'm going to be holding this week. You can see the deadline listed above this video, and make sure you click the Add to Cart button below if you'd like to register for this one-of-a-kind workshop where you can participate live with me. Now, what is my $1 Million Recruiting System? Well, 1980, I joined my first program, so I've been in network marketing for over 34 years now at age 52. I started out like everyone else did back in those days, which was warm marketing or meetings. So I became an expert at doing one-on-ones, home meetings, and hotel meetings. After that, I went to direct mail with postcards and ads and card decks because our family had a printing business and I got tired of the meetings. They worked, but I just was at my printing company all the time, and I found that I could build my downline faster with direct mail. Then in 2001, I started my online network marketing career where I combined all of the education that I'd received from warm marketing and direct mail with internet marketing to create an explosive organization for me and my wife. Right now, I currently have 2 books on Amazon.com. I'm in the process of writing my third one. I also have 7 other training courses from videos to MP3s and other actual printed books. I've been hired by 7 different network marketing presidents to help them build their business just because of all the experience that I've gained over the last 34 years. I've also been hired by a billionaire to build his downline and 2 multimillionaires to build their organizations as well too. So I want to talk to you today about something you may have never heard of before. It's called relationship equity. What is that? Well, that's what I call warm marketing. And a good example is if you take myself and you take my best friend and my best friend's brother-in-law, he works at a law firm that used to work with President Clinton. So I always like to say I'm 2 people away from former President Clinton. Okay, so we all have that 6 degrees of separation, and we all have a relationship equity. You have a name list that if I picked up the phone and called and I said, hey, how are you doing? They would go, who are you and what are you, why are you calling me? And they would hang up on you. But if you called them and you said, hey, this is John, this is Bill, this is Mary, I need a quick favor. They go, sure, what is that? That's what I call relationship equity, and the purpose of this workshop is to teach you how to tap into that and cash that in. And I like to tell all of my students and all of my clients that if you haven't done this yet, and you haven't done the way that I'm going to show you how to do it, it's like having a $1 million CD, certificate of deposit, sitting down at your bank, earning interest every month, but the bank just doesn't know where to send the royalty checks. That's the power of relationship equity. Now, warm marketing still works. All you have to do is type in Google anywhere, any search engine, top 100 DSA. And that's the Direct Selling Association. They have a list of the 100 top direct selling organizations in the world. And I will dare you to find a company on there that does not use relationship equity. Okay, so that's why it's so powerful, because the top 100 companies still use it. Now, granted, 95% of the people that I coach do it wrong. And guess what? It still works. Relationship equity is so powerful that you can do it wrong 95% of the time and it can still work for you. That's why the top 100 list has all of these companies that focus on relationship equity. What this workshop is going to show you how to do is how to contact them in a way and with a methodology and a system that's been proven that you've never thought of before and you've never implemented before. Now, there's a big difference between internet marketing versus network marketing. Okay, so a lot of people think they're one and the same, and they're not. Now, you can do network marketing on the internet, but network marketing is not internet marketing, and we're going to talk about that here today. Now, why do most hate or refuse to do warm marketing? Well, because they've failed at it. As you see, 95% do it wrong, and I'm going to go over some numbers here for you to show you why people fail miserably at this and why they refuse or they hate to do it. They believe in the network marketing concept as long as they don't have to talk to their family and friends. Now, I'll show you how to do it successfully, and I'll show you how to do it with my proven system. Now, I actually suggest in all of my teaching and training that you don't call your family and friends. You don't do it. The reason why is because it's not duplicatable. As silly as that may sound, yes, you can pick up the phone and call everyone, but you can't duplicate the power of what I'm going to show you. I suggest that you mail them. And I know that sounds crazy, and everyone that I've ever coached, every president, every top distributor, multimillionaire, they go, why am I going to mail my family and friends? Because there's something very powerful about walking down to your mailbox and seeing that somebody that you already know, that you have a relationship equity with, would go to the time, the trouble, and the expense to get an envelope, to print something up, and to put a stamp on it and pay for it. It's so important that they would pay to mail it to you. Don't call them, don't text them, don't Facebook them. Okay? We'll teach you in the workshop how to get the mailing addresses. I know everyone comes up and says, Robert, I don't have anybody's mailing address. Well, we have a couple of techniques that will show you how to easily do that in your first couple of days. So don't call your family and friends. I suggest that you mail them. Now, the reason why is because here's the typical warm market scenario. You ask your new downline member that you just signed up, hey, let's get together either on the phone or in person, and let's go make a list of names. You ask them for the standard 100. Now, you may ask for 300 or 500, but I know the majority of people I talk to and I train with say, yes, my upline, my sponsor, my company says, make a list of 100 people. We've all heard it, and all of us won't do it. You get 17 names on that first meeting. 5 of them will have phone numbers. You get hold of one of those 5 in your 3-way calls, and that person says no. And what happens is when you say to your new downline member, that's okay, let's get together tomorrow and let's get another 17. When you call them back, they either don't return your phone call, or if they do answer, they'll say, you know what, I just don't think network marketing is for me. And all they've done is talk to one person and get a no. That's how easily most people are blown out of network marketing, is when they get that first no. That's why my system works, because we're able to penetrate that market of 100 people, and we have a technique and a proven system that will allow you to tap into that relationship equity that a simple phone call just won't allow you to do. So does that scenario sound familiar to you? You know, let's make a list of 100. Maybe you get 17 names, 5 phone numbers, call one, you get a no. It should, because that's why most people quit. I've never talked to anybody who says, I made a list of 100 people and I just had a great time. Everybody joined, because they don't, okay? That's why most people today run online. That's why they've been doing it since the early 2000s, because they hate rejection. They would rather get up and speak in front of a bunch of strangers, and they would rather spend all of their credit lines on their credit cards, mortgage their homes, sell stuff on eBay, and through online advertising than to call their family and friends. An entire industry has been created online because of the fear of the phone call, okay? I know, because I do both. I do warm marketing and I do cold marketing. I do offline, I do online, and I coach and I train, and I understand the psychology behind that. And this workshop is going to create a breakthrough for you and your team that you've never seen before, and we'll show you how to do it online as well too. Now, the failure rate online that I've measured is triple. That's right. The failure rate is triple online. Why? Because the expectation is that you don't have to talk to anybody. You set up websites, you buy traffic, you buy clicks, you do solo ads. You have an autoresponder that's going to do all the work for you. You have webinars and pre-recorded conference calls and sizzle lines. So you can go about your day and you can look up and someone's going to build your downline for you. That's not duplication. That's innovation. Okay, so I want you to realize that network marketing is about duplication. It's not about innovation. Internet marketing is about innovation, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that doesn't build downlines. The top 100 list on the DSA are not innovators in how they market their day-to-day customers and distributors. They are out duplicating. That's why the failure rate online is triple, because people run out of money faster, people get discouraged faster, and as soon as they pay off their credit cards, they go to the next program. Why? Because of fear of the phone. Is there a better way, Robert? Yes, there is. Even in this all digital, instant gratification society of ours, relationship equity makes you more money and duplicates. That's what this workshop's all about. Now, in my system, I'll teach you how to do the following. I'll teach you how to make that list of 100 names, but we're going to mail 25 letters a week for the next 4 weeks. We're going to show you what to mail them exactly. We're going to tell you what day of the week to mail them and what day to call them and how to call with your upline in case you are concerned about how you are on the phone with the follow-up, or we're going to teach you how to call them by yourself. And we're also going to teach you the only 3 things they can say to you and exactly how to respond to them so there's no fear of rejection. This is a very unique system that works for me every time I put it together and every time I've taught it to a network marketing distributor that will implement it and use it for a 30-day period. I'll also teach you how to reach your company's first pin level in your first 30 days. That is so vital for your success and your team's success. And let's say that your first pin level in your program is what we call bronze. And let's say that the top level in your company is diamond. I will tell you, when you go to that diamond distributor and you break it back down, going diamond is nothing more than building bronzes. So what we teach with this workshop is how to get you, if you're not there yet, in the next 30 days to that first pin level with this mailing system. And we'll also teach your new downline members how to reach their first pin level in their first 30 days. That creates excitement and also creates duplication. Now, I'll actually give you my sample letter. You'll be able to see the sample letter and you'll get it in a Word doc so you can download and use it and just edit it yourself. You'll also get a sample postcard that I use each and every month. I'll also give you my sample phone scripts that I use on how to follow up. And I'll show you how to sponsor 3 to 6 people the very first month, either customers or distributors or both. That's why I call this Retail to Recruit, because you're going to find that it's easier to get a customer than a distributor, and we're going to show you how to easily do that. And I'll also show you my sample 20-page training manual that I give to my reps that you'll be able to hand to your reps. So in addition to the recording that you're going to get, you're going to have a duplicatable system that you and your team can use. Now, here's exactly what you're going to get with your workshop. It's going to be a live training where you can ask questions. This will be definitely over an hour, no longer than 2 hours, but between 60 minutes and 2 hours long. There'll be a chat button there so you can ask me live questions. You'll also get an MP3 recording of the workshop in case you can't make the workshop the live time, or you want to listen to it over and over and over again and show that to your team so you can duplicate. You'll see my step-by-step system from day one. So you'll know after the workshop exactly what you have to do when you wake up the next morning, what you have to do day one to go implement this system. Also, how to teach it to your downline. More importantly, not only will you use it, but for your downline to use it. Now, you may be in a unique situation to where you're an internet marketer, you're never going to do this, that's great. But if you don't know it and you're not teaching it to your organization, you are missing out on a huge amount of relationship equity that you could just simply point your team to this training manual in the MP3 and say, hey, here's a great little mailing system to go contact your family and friends. Go tear them up. So if you're not going to do it, you at least need to teach it, okay? I'll also give you a 30-day success schedule so that way you know where you should be week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, and how to follow up after the 30 days for those that you don't get hold of, what to do the next 30 days, and so on and so on. I'll also, as I said earlier, give you examples of the postcard, the letters, and a Word document so you can use them. These are the same ones that I use to recruit. You just go in there and backspace and put in your information so they're ready to go the day that you get them. More importantly, the reason I'm limiting this to just 50 people is the 12 months of follow-up. I don't just want to sell you a workshop and pat you on the back and say, go get them. You'll have 12 months of follow with me if you'd like to send me your letters that you want to use. I'll be happy to look at them and also be happy to monitor you as you start building this system through your team over the next 12 months. You also get a 100% money-back guarantee with this system. If you implement it and use it, you don't like it, it doesn't work, we'll refund your money, no questions asked. All you have to do to get started is click the Add to Cart button below. Now, the registration is limited to just 50 at this workshop. And again, you can see the deadline above the video here because of the intensity of the training and the 12 months in the follow-up for you. Now, you can pay by credit card on the Add to Cart button, or there's a PayPal link there, or you can pay by check by phone just by calling my office at the number listed there. And also, I want to leave you this thought today, that success in network marketing is predictable. It is, when you use a truly duplicatable system. And I know there's lots of online people today. There's lots of techniques that people are teaching and using. And a lot of people are telling you that warm marketing is dead. Calling your family and friends doesn't work. And I know a lot of those people do that just to sell you their online course. If that worked and it worked better than what I'm going to teach you in this workshop, guess what I'd be doing? I'd be doing that. And if the facts back that up, if I went to the top 100 DSA list and I saw that the #1 company in worldwide sales did internet marketing only, then I'd be an internet marketer only guy. But I understand that the relationship equity factor trumps everything online. I understand that 95% of the people do warm marketing wrong and relationship equity wrong, and it still works better than the internet. And I also know that the internet has a triple failure rate of warm marketing, even when warm marketing is done wrong. So I want you to understand how to actually contact your warm market, how to penetrate your relationship equity, and more importantly, get to your first pin level in the next 30 days and teach your team to do that. If all you had to do was build that first pin level, person after person after person, and implement this little simple direct mail system, you will start finding yourself growing to the top of your company's pay plan. And it's just that simple, and that's how powerful duplication is. I look forward to working with you over the next 12 months and also seeing you at this next workshop.